Okay, friends, subscribers, and all you YouTubers out there, this one affects every Australian should know this fucking one. This man is dead. Any old earther, every old earther that lived in Australia. Look at this. Bob Hawke's alive. He died about fucking, oh shit, it'd be nearly 10 years ago. Bob Hawke passed away. I remember his funeral. It was one of the biggest fucking funerals our country has ever seen. Gough Whitlam. Here's the thing. Gough Whitlam's been dead for donkey's ages. He died Gough Whitlam died today. This is them talking about it. Here, I'll show you.
I call the Honourable the Leader of the Opposition.
Right. Shorten the address to Parliament on the passing of Gough Whitlam. Right, but the thing is, Bobby died 10 years ago. It seriously was one of the largest funerals our country had ever seen when Bob Hawke died. It was a sad loss. It was about 10 years ago, maybe longer. He passed away a long time ago, and here he is. He's still alive. Man, I'd love to ring him, just say, "G'day, Bob, how the fuck are you going?" Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hey, look at this. Yeah, no, it was more than 10 years ago. Oh, no, that was his prime ministership. I was going to say, fucking yeah, that one looks like a death roll there. But no, Bobby's still alive, man. Good on you, Bob. You're one person I'm glad to see alive. Wish you were running for fucking Prime Minister, mate. I'd fucking vote for you in a fucking heartbeat, mate. You're one of the best Prime Ministers our country ever had. Well, in my reality, you were. You were one of the best. But unfortunately, mate, in my reality, you passed away well over 10 years ago. And yeah, that's a shock. And Goughy Whitlam, seriously, the whole Parliament's going on about the loss of Gough Whitlam. You go to the Australian Labor Party, look up Gough Whitlam's death. Gough Whitlam is a prime minister, and Gough passed away many years ago as well. But they're saying he just died yesterday or today. But Bobby, oh fuck, mate, I'm glad to see you alive, mate. Honestly, you were the best prime minister our country ever fucking had in my reality, mate. You're a good out serious bloke. And dead set, like when this man talked, everyone believed him. Do you know why? Because what he said he did. Bobby was one of the best prime ministers our country ever had. And that's why he was in for so long. As you can see, he was in for a good stint. And but in my reality, it was about the same period of time he was prime minister. But unfortunately, he did pass away. I think it was 2006 or maybe no. Bobby passed away in 2003. Yeah, 2003. Bob Hawke passed on, and yet here he is alive. Good on ya, Bob. Fuck, mate. That's actually I'm most probably more shocked to see Bobby Hawke alive than anything, guys, because Bob was a very good bloke. But to see Bob Hawke alive, yeah, it's good. It really is. Maybe I got to hope that the Labor Party gets in because he'd have something to do with the backgrounds of the Labor Party. That's how the Labor Party's always run. It was a group of blokes that got together. They were workers, and the Liberal Party was all the businessmen. The Labor Party was all the fucking workers. And Bobby came from my sort of background. It sort of he was a hard fucking worker, and that's what got him into the Labor Party. That's what our Labor Party used to be all about. I hope it's still the same here because ours changed a few years ago in my fucking reality. But no, just after Bob, it all changed. But yeah, Bob, unfortunately, in my reality, mate, you died. I think it was 2003, mate. Between 2003 2006. Any Aussies out there? Can you confirm when he died? Please. But yeah, check this out, guys. Fucking Bobby Hawke is alive. Fuck me. Dead set, mate. You're a good one. And oh yeah, I'm just going to have a comment. A lot of they're just newbies to the channel. Yeah, I swear a fucking lot. You don't like it, tough fucking shit. That's the way Aussies are, hey Bob. Even this man's been known to drop a few in his time. And I think that's why everybody liked Bob, because he was that fucking honest. He really was. If Bob said something, it was really, really cool. Well, I've got some news for you. I had a weird experience a few hours ago. I went to lay my head down, guys, and it felt like I was being ripped out of fucking bed. Something thrown over me fucking head and ripped out of me bed. Now, to me, this really fucking happened because me bedding matches what fucking happened. And it's fucking weird as all shit. And it felt like there was about 10 or fucking 12 blokes on top of me, fucking holding me down while they were fucking doing it. But yet I'm being pulled out of fucking bed while they're doing it. And yeah, I feel like I've fucking been through a fucking steamroller. Yeah, so it makes me wonder what the fuck is really going on. Whether or not I just had a scare from the little fucking boys out there being smart ass. Yeah, no other word for it, smart asses. Trying to scare me off because I reckon I might have hit a bone, and I'm glad I hit that bone. I don't care who it is. It's sort of yeah, because the Australian Liberal Party. Because I made a comment about the Australian Liberal Party in one of my other videos. Wonder if that fucking caused the fucking caused it to fucking happen. Yeah, you don't want the Liberals to get in, mate. You want this party to get in, the Australian fucking Liberal Party, mate. Bobby, if Bob Hawke is still alive in this reality, he's got a lot to do with the background of the fucking Australian Labor Party. Trust me, he wouldn't get out of it. He might not be allowed to be Prime Minister, but he'd still be part of the Labor Party. And in my reality, guys, he was the best Prime Minister our country ever saw. So was Gough was a good one as well. But I don't know what happened in this reality. But Bobby Hawke, in my reality, was one of the few prime ministers that ever got trusted. And that's, as you can see, he is one of the longest standing prime ministers in our country. Actually, I think he might have been the longest standing prime minister. He was an honest bloke for one reason. He was fucking honest. And if he's got something to do with the Labor Party in this reality, you guys want to fucking listen to the Labor Party, vote Labor. You want Labor in. If Liberal gets in, you're up shitty creek. Trust me. Our election, in my reality, was last year. Labor, Labor lost, Liberal got in, and fuck, the Australia went to shit. When Malcolm Turnbull took over and he knew he had power, he took it as if he was a god. He was a prick. And trust me, he was one of the few ones that sort of people wanted to see go really fucking fast. But the thing is, yeah, Bobby Hawke, mate, if you're part of the Labor Party and I'm stuck here when elections come on and I'm going to do my counterpart a favour and vote Labor, because I'll tell you what, by the looks of what he's from here, he was like us as well, so he would have been a Labor Party voter. But I'm going to throw my vote your way. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Australian Labor Party, the way to go, fuck yeah. Don't vote fucking Liberal. If you vote Liberal, you're up shit's creek because Malcolm Turnbull's got a lot of fucking bad news for you. Anyhow, I'm going to get back to what I was talking about. Yeah, the weird fucking experience I had. I was actually pulled out of fucking bed. And I don't know what the fuck it was, but yeah, it was yeah, different. And sort of, but yeah, there's a lot of people out there saying that they want to verify that thing and new Max forever, right? Got some news for you, mate. Because we were ripped from our fucking well, right? It's like I thought I had photos from fucking Hawaii. Guess what? Don't have photos from Hawaii, mate. They've turned into my counterparts' photos from Hawaii. They match the fucking Hawaii of this reality. Did similar things, everything like that. Some of the photos look similar, but some of the photos were like, the little fucking break wall that was there to protect the beach at Hawaii, right, wasn't in the photos. They were sitting there on fucking surfboard paddling fucking those stand up fucking surfboards there in the photos. And I never fucking took those ones. I can guarantee you they weren't fucking there in my photos because there was a break wall there. They were doing it behind the break wall, and that's why they were able to do the break wall because the fucking surf was hitting the break wall. And even the submarine, when we went on the submarine, man, it was a little bit, yeah, wonky. You had to be careful on your legs because there was this pretty high swell. When we got off the thing, the swells were coming from America, and so yeah, I know Hawaii pretty well. And actually, yeah, I found out something else. My counterpart went to Hawaii last year, same month, pretty much around the same period. But in my reality, I only went this year. So it's weird. It's sort of I've got a 2 month memory of it. Him and Josh went last year, where I took my son this year because he was only going in to the services this year. So I made sure it was the last thing we did is I took him for a holiday, and I spent time with my son because we our world was at war. I didn't know he chose a job that guaranteed him he was going to see service. So I sort of made sure that my son, I spent time with him. And I noticed one thing too with my young fella. He started calling me Tony again. He only called me Tony in the very beginning of like getting together because like me and my son, our early years were separated and everything in my world. And it took him time to wake up and realise his mum was fucking lying to him. But when he did, yeah, he changed. Called me dad, everything. It was great. But in this reality, he's back to calling me fucking Tony again. So I got a funny feeling it ain't my son that came from the other reality. So yeah, it's a lot of strange shit fucking happening, folks. And as you can see, I'm going through the comments and everything. Um, yeah, that's actually happening a fucking lot too. Yeah, by the way, that sort of stuff, weird and wonderful electrical shit. Um, Actually, by the way, I do still preach the gospel. Yeah, and so there, actually, Trico. Yeah, I do preach the gospel. I do. I've always preached the gospel, but I've always sworn. So if you know me from an alternate reality, or have heard me from an alternate reality, yeah, that'd be true. No, I do preach the gospel. I just don't preach it as much. I try and sneak. I'm the type of bloke that will just work it into what I'm saying. Okay, so people can't work out that I'm trying to teach them about God, because they listen to me because I talk and I'm just the out sort of a bloke and everything. You see, like a lot of people drink with me because I'm a fun bloke to have a drink with. But the thing is, yeah, I do curse, but I do actually preach the gospel. Even in this reality, even in my reality, I preach the gospel. I just done it a different way. As I said, my pastor called it puppies. If I was in China, I would talk Chinese. If I was in Japan, I'd talk Japanese. But when I'm in the pub preaching to me mates and talking to me mates about God, and trust me, I did, used to drive them nuts sometimes, especially at a poker game. It was a good distraction at a poker game. The best thing you can do is put someone off at poker is piss them off or give them something to take their attention away from everything. When like their tough nut mate starts talking the gospel to them, yeah, definitely true. Used to help me win a few hands. So I reckon that was God's power helped me win. Yeah, no, guess what, Trico? I did actually preach the gospel and still do preach the gospel. I just preach it in a different fucking way. I don't hide behind goody two shoes little fucking words. Okay? I don't give a fuck if I swear. God doesn't give a fuck if I swear. You show me in a fucking Bible where it says I'm not allowed to use the word fuck. Okay? Then I'll stop using it. Okay? You know, it says in the Bible the tongue is as sharp as a two-edged sword. One side it's nice and cool and lovely. The other side it's fucking deadly, like that. That's what a two-edged sword is, and that's what God meant. Maybe I was meant to preach the gospel for a fucking reason. Because I do have a two-edged sword coming out of my fucking mouth. So learn, understand. You're not going to get me to stop fucking preaching and yes, and you're not going to get me to stop fucking swearing. So you get shits like this. Right? They call other people fucking trolls and everything like this. I've done this guy a few fucking times and given him warnings on comments. Last one, and get this: all the fucking guys on blogging have got these new fucking single, no video fucking channels. Why? Yeah, you want to be a fucking troll on my fucking channel, mate? This is what the fuck happens to you. You're gone. Right, so the whole thing is you got to turn around and you've got to Make your mind up what you want to do. Okay, I can't tell you what to fucking do. And yes, I'm making a second video in one fucking day because I just had a weird fucking experience and I wanted to share it with you. It was freaky. It was freaky. It was like, it wasn't as if like that, you know, that paralyzed fucking dream where you have where you just can't fucking move. This was like something pulling me out of fucking bed, and it did actually happen because me fucking bed was all fucking messed up, as if I'd been pulled off the cunt. That's what happened in the dream. And it wasn't really a dream because I'm pretty sure I was fucking in that stage where you're not really asleep yet, and you're just still thinking about going to sleep, and that's when it fucking happened. Right? So yeah, very fucking thing. Okay, the first Mandela effect I experienced was 1984. It was some sort of conspiracy. Ray, Bajor down the street, merrily. Troll. Okay, last warning. This is what happens to you the first time. Bang, and you get deleted. Second time, make a smart ass comment or just can't fucking help yourself trolling. You will get deleted. Okay, it's not that I'm fucking got anything against bad comments or anti comments. I allow a lot of anti comments, don't I, guys? Right, so it's sort of it's only the troll comments that fucking man, it is, David. And thanks for your comment too, David. It sort of it does get tough on me, David. Trust me, it does. There's times of the day that I'm fucking yeah, I just throw me fucking hands up, and I'm wondering what the fuck I'm gonna do. And all I got to think is, okay, well, I got to think about this poor guy that he's had a shittier life than me. Maybe I can improve it some way, and that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm actually trying to improve my counterpart's life just in case he comes back. But just let's just say I don't want to fucking live in the same state that he was living in, and we still got the same house and everything like that. Yeah, so it's pretty fucking weird. It's sort of there are other differences, and I've got a weird memory of actually taking over another fucking house of me parents, but it was my old fucking house of me parents, and it's just strange. That one's like a memory, but it's sort of like everybody else experiencing these memory glitches where they're remembering two or three things happening. Yeah, I'm getting those ones occasionally, but yeah, I wanted to just tell you about my experience, but I also wanted to thank David for his comment. Yeah, I will stay strong, man. I will. Trust me. It is that fight that keeps me going, I think. All because of one school kid throwing stones in the back of me fucking head. That's what turned me into the fighter I am today, because it's sort of, I just had enough after that one. I wasn't taking shit from no fucking one. Whether I'm not, I am a fucking nerd. Yeah, I am a nerd, guys, by the way. I'm fucking pretty smart guy, too. Sorry about that, ladies. But yeah, I'm a pretty smart fucker, and I know what the shit I'm doing. And yes, I preach the word of God. I sneak it in occasionally, but I have to because God tells me to preach the word of God by day and by night, debate the word of God by day and by night. And I still believe that God and the devil could have their hand in this some way, whether or not it was God hardening the hearts of. See now, Keon. Okay, how in the fuck can we supply you with fucking evidence when we've been ripped and kidnapped from our own fucking galaxy? Wake up to yourself. Okay? There's no physical way. There's occasional. We're trying to show you when we're finding residues. We're showing you like that at the beginning of the video. Bob Hawke, he was dead. Every Australian from my reality will tell you Bob Hawke was dead because like it was one of the biggest funerals in our fucking country. And if you came from my reality, well, Bobby Hawke died, and yeah, Gough Whitlam passed a while back, but not today. It's strange how all these people that were dead are just popping off, just like Muhammad Ali the other day, Bobby Hawke today, and yeah, it's really strange how all that shit's happening. And you're asking us to provide you with fucking evidence saying about the atom, right? Okay. Oh, well, this guy talking about the atom, right? Well, I've got some shit to give you. Right, Laurel, Luckin, okay, one can do mind blow in your huge wage. Each day goes by, no doubt it's been what you call conscious 80 pence, 79 convinced. No, this chick absolutely has zero doubt she's sure the world popped into the new world. Yeah, well, guess what, darling? It did fucking happen, okay, Laurel? But, Creon, you've got to understand that this has happened. You might be a new earther, dude. That's all it is. You just haven't experienced what we've experienced. We've been ripped from our realities, ripped from our home fucking planets. Because I know my fucking planet looked Oh, fuck, I must have shut it down. My planet looks something like this. Where is it? No, not in there. Mandela. Wrong one. Always do that, and I'm going to open this one up because I know this is bigger and more resolution. See better with that one. And we can't open it. We'll go the one before it. Right. That's what my world looked like. That was the position of like South Africa and South America. South Africa was smaller. India was bigger. Australia was down here a bit. Some people are telling me I done pulled down. But in my reality, that was about the distance. Okay, there wasn't much sea, but that's a hell of a lot thing. It wasn't miles a fuck away. It was about that far away. Right? But again, you may have come from a different reality, as I have been saying. Watch my last video. I'll put a link to the last one in the description, right, to just give you a reminder about all the different parallel Earth theories. Okay, because it's freaky, and it freaks the fuck out of me. Right, but I wanted, as I said, I only come in here to tell you about this bloody thing, and I just started on the comments. But yeah, see, guys, my world was over here, but my world, I'll go through this shit again. My world looked like this, but you may have come from this world over here, but it still looked like this. Same as this world here in this reality, but you still got dragged 80,000 light years. But the problem is they haven't just cracked parallel time, they've cracked the parallel dimensions as well, because some of us are leaking through because it's the only way to explain. Because in my world, the country of Tourette existed. In this world, it doesn't exist. So you fucking explain to me, because the guy from Tourette definitely came from my world for sure. But it happened years ago. There's a video made about it. Watch it. It's in one of my videos about 3-4 videos ago. That's when I discovered that that CERN actually cracked the thing. Now I found another residue, which I didn't find it. Sorry, I forget who found it, but they said, oh, I can't think. Oh, I didn't find it. Someone sent it to me in a comment. I clicked on the link. Right, and then I did find I had to search through it. You could have told me where it was in the image. Would have been a bit help, darling. But yeah, you did tell me this is the actual. This is a residue of the human. See the size of the liver? It's the correct size. See the size of the stomach in the right fucking spot. The lungs aren't as big as they should be. The lungs should come down there and cover over the thing. The heart a bit more to the side like that. The kidneys down here, and notice the shape of the pelvic bone. Okay, the holes here and everything, the woman's holes, but these here, right, reddish brown shape canal for the function of remove waste. And okay, they're not. They've got going to the wrong fucking spot. But yeah, the kidneys were here. This is where we called the kidney punch. If you got hit with a punch there, it could kill you, man. Kidney punches were banned in fighting, everything like that. But these lungs aren't big enough. I'd say they've had experience with us. Right? If we have been abducted or whatever, and we're in a world where they didn't see this, this may have happened before, and this somehow snuck through in a way. When I say in a way, that this person was used to demonstrate our anatomy for their doctors, right? And this is made in the way that mankind used to fucking exist. And notice how the pelvic bone is more flatter. It's flatter here, and that's what our pelvic bone was like. But our kidneys were there. That's where our kidneys were. They weren't up here in our fucking rib cage where they were fucking now. The appendix, okay, well, the appendix is a wrong fucking spot in this one. But, oh, that'd be the pancreas. Okay, sorry, the pancreas. Yeah, that'd be about right. Mine was enlarged in the other reality. It's freaking my doctor out. Right, or this one. So whether or not this is what they've used like as a model to go from, and they couldn't make it exactly the same when they were redesigning human body or clones, and just different things wound up. And they said, no, well, maybe we should put kidneys up here. This will work better if it's bigger, and the heart better if it's right in the fucking middle. But the heart was more to the left, as you can see. Ours was more to the fucking left. But our lungs were bigger than that. Our brain was up there. Our brain's fucking bigger than that, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. But yeah, so I just wanted to point these things out, guys. But yeah, Bobby Hawke, it's good to see you alive, bro. It really is. And I've got to say this, mate. You're the Prime Minister that I admired the most, mate. Bobby Hawke, yeah, and by you. Bobby Hawke is alive, live and kicking, Aussies. So those of you Aussies that come over to the new world, right, it gives you faith that the Australian Labor Party here might be good. And if we're going to be stuck here, we need a decent fucking Prime Minister. And if Bobby Hawke is endorsing him, because Bobby Hawke, that was the thing about Bob. When Bobby Hawke backed the Labor Party, and he didn't do it all the time, actually. Bobby didn't do it every year. Bobby Hawke only ever done it when he believed in the Prime Minister that was taken over, and the ones that the Australian Prime Ministers did take over before the shit and all that. Yeah, Bobby Hawke only ever backed them when they're a good Prime Minister. Or they were going to make a good Prime Minister because he wouldn't back anybody he didn't believe in. Bobby Hawke was that sort of a bloke. And the reason why he had such a long haul in Parliament in our world, and in our world, I think was maybe a little bit longer as well. I can't remember. I think Bobby started maybe a little bit more. It might be the same period of time. It has been a few years, but Bobby was the longest standing prime minister in our country. I can't remember anybody actually having a term as long as Bobby. And he was a dead set honest bloke. He was like me. He was an honest bloke. And Bobby used to drop the F bomb occasionally. I don't know if you still do, Bob. I hope you do. But yeah, Bobby was the sort of bloke to tell you off if you're an idiot and sort of have a yarn with you, sit down and have a few. Bobby Hawke was one of the few prime ministers who didn't hide from the fucking public. Bobby Hawke would actually go up and talk to you. Bobby Hawke didn't hide from anybody. Bobby Hawke was seriously the best prime minister, and he knew it, but he never fucking showed it. But he was just a good prime minister. And the thing is, if you don't vote for the Labor Party, you're going to lose Medicare, and you lose Medicare, man, it's bad. Trust me, I've already experienced it. So take the advice from someone that has gone through something that could happen to your world. Don't vote fucking Liberal. Okay? Don't vote Liberal. Bobby Hawke's alive and he wouldn't be backing this Bill Shorten, whatever his name was. I think it was Bill Shorten, he said his name was. Bill Short was in my world, but he wasn't that predominant in my world. I haven't actually looked into the government here at the moment, but if Bobby Hawke's alive, this guy's he's backing Bill Shorten, back Bill Shorten. So there you go, Australian Labor Party. Just because I come from another reality doesn't mean I'm not going to fuck it up. I'll still do my part. Right, so yeah, if you are a Labor voter in Australia, yeah, back the Labor Party. This is the year you should vote because trust me, you don't want the Liberals getting in this time. I've already been through that. Yeah, I have already been through it. And I'll just do a refresh on the comments because I bet you we've got a few. So you don't want them coming in and going through what everybody went through in my reality. Trust me, they're somewhat choice. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry if you Yankees aren't experiencing Australia. We don't give a fuck about it. Okay, so don't panic. Yeah, all this, but can someone give me a sum up? Missing kids. Yeah, you want to sum up? Watch my fucking video. Yeah, so understand that you've got to understand. Yeah, they are a scam. I've actually had a few comments about my week's one and everything like that. But guess what? You want to put shit like here and well-placed curse words, fine, but not childish tantrum. Well, guess what? Fuck off. You can't take me swearing tough. And you make smart ass comments, and I actually thought I already deleted that comment, and I don't know how it's fucking stayed there. Again, Mandela fucking effect. But look, carry on. How the fuck are we gonna show you evidence, right? Okay, they've done it at CERN. I've showed you the evidence. CERN knows they've created the fucking effect. All right, we know it's CERN. I've got the link on every fucking video pointing to CERN. Stop pointing this video. And you want us to bring, someone else keeps on asking for photos. Guess what? My photos are fucking different. I don't have any photos of my kids in this reality. They weren't fucking born here either, too. So work that out. Stop asking me for photos. You're the ones copping that video that I send to everybody that ask about for photos. Stupid question. I come from a different fucking world. I've replaced the poor soul that lived here that got ripped away and taken to another reality by the attraction of the other sun. That's how it works. We've been ripped from one dimension to another. We've been ripped from our world to this fucking world. And for me, I've still travelled 80,000 fucking light years, end of the dimension. Right? So if I have to make another fucking video about that, I fucking will. And I'm still going to fucking swear, and I'm still going to preach the gospel while I'm doing it. You don't like it? Tough titties. Okay? And you know what titties mean, I hope? Yeah, that's a term in our language. It means we don't give a fuck. Okay? So wake up to yourselves and just wake up to yourselves. You've got to understand that these fucking things are all there, and I'm going to have to look at that because this is one of the reasons. If you keep on repeating yourself, it's going to come to spam. Okay, and if I know I've read the fucking thing, I'm not going to read it twice. Right, but oh, okay, yeah, I've read this one. I'll allow this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna allow that because I've already watched that video. That's not fucking worth it, darling. I'm not gonna allow that video just on that response. I've watched that video. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, pushing fucking things back in the eyes. Yeah, you can push back in the eyes, but all it does is fucking blind somebody. And I don't allow violence. Okay, I'm sorry. You put violence on my fucking channel, I'm not going to allow the video and people talking about violence. Yeah, and that's what that video was, darling. That's why I just wiped it. I have actually watched that video. So yeah, and what's this one? And this is the guy. See Vandal. Let's have a look at his image. What have you done for me this time, Vandal? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, you're explaining stuff. All these Think of all these mirrors as they reflect one another, similar behaviour, slight differences. As the slight differences change, they're corresponding to each other, one freedom of will that will cause for this. It will time forwards, backwards at the same time. This continues a million times, over thousands and over billions of times, resulting in every and all possible outcomes. Yeah, actually, damn good explanation, Fandor. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Oh, and who's stupid enough to let their kid go near a fucking kangaroo, even a tame one? That's dangerous. Kangaroos have got claws and they rip fucking guts out. Yeah, that's a fucking idiotic thing. That's most probably why it's in viral images. Yeah, fucking hell. How stupid could you fucking be? Yeah, kangaroos have got sharp claws and they use them to fucking rip your guts out. It's like you never go near a kangaroo. I do a bit of hunting, my reality. Never go near a kangaroo when it's wounded because it's actually playing fucking dead and it's going to jump up, ram its claws in your guts and rip your guts out. So, yeah, alright, I'm going to allow that one. See what I mean? These comments are coming in left, right, and fucking centre. I just left them. You know, being 20 miles, I do not live there, but the whole lot's more upright. But it's change 27. So yeah, anything in spam, you send me an email address or whatever, and you send it to me too many times, it winds up in fucking spam, and I'll get to that one. Yep, yep. And it was closer to 8 billion in fucking mine. And so yeah, you've got to understand, guys, that everything is not the same. And to those of you that want the latest on the, okay, what the fuck has just happened then?